Project Gotham Racing is an Xbox exclusive and was released on November 15th, 2001. It was developed by Bizarre Creations and published by Microsoft. To start with, let's cover some of the bigger problems this game has. First up, there aren't many single-player races to be had. If you like to race against AI, then you will be disappointed to hear that there are only 4 difficulty sections with 4 tracks in each, so there's a total of 16 tracks to face AI on. And if you like a challenge, then you will only be able to race on 4 to 8 of those tracks, as the other half are quite easy. This was my biggest flaw with the game, and it hindered my experience quite a lot. A more minor issue is that there wasn't any first person behind the wheel camera to race with. When I play racing games, I generally pick the behind the wheel approach for that more authentic feel, but it is missing in this game. The last problem I had is that there is no system link, which is a huge red flag for me. I assumed that because there isn't much of a single player experience, that this game was more focused around their multiplayer, but they dropped the ball when only allowing 4-player split screen. Even though I had some pretty hefty problems, there were still some redeeming factors. To start with, there was a nice selection of cars. In total, there are 29 to choose, ranging from Volkswagen, Porsche, Ferrari, and many more. You start with 3 low-end cars and must unlock the rest through various game modes and challenges. The amount of tracks is astronomical in this game, way more than I have ever seen in any other racing game to date. There is a whopping 204 tracks to choose from on 12 very unique locations, such as London, Japan, and US. Controls are tight and responsive. Taking corners at high speeds is a blast, and I always felt like I was in control, even though I'm not a very good driver. Every car has their own distinctive feeling as well, making it a lengthy process to master them all. I like various types of racing games, but the ones I like the most are the ones that aren't quite a simulator, but aren't quite an arcade feeling either. PGR falls into that category perfectly. You get close to that simulation quality, but you also get the ease and forgiveness of the arcade. In 2 of the game modes, you can change the weather in the options from day, night, clear, foggy, wet, or rainy. If you choose wet or rainy, it will have an overall effect on how your car performs. Quite a nice addition. In this game, you have a total of 6 game modes to choose from. Quick Race is the real meat of the game for me. You are able to race against AI opponents and try to place first, second, or third. It starts off easy, but once you progress, it becomes more challenging. Arcade Race is where you set your difficulty and then pick your track and car. You then have to race around the tracks trying to get as many kudos as possible, while also staying inside the cone. Kudos, by the way, are this game's point system. You get them from doing just about everything, such as drifting and overtaking another racer. Kudos Challenge is where you race through 12 different levels with 9 different challenges that you must complete in order to progress. Time Attack is where you race against yourself on any of the 204 tracks in order to get your best time. The race has no time limit, so you can keep striving for that perfect lap time as long as you want, and whenever you quit, it saves the best time. Medal Pursuit allows you to race against the clock to get gold, silver, or bronze. The better you do, the more skins you get unlocked for your car. As I mentioned earlier, it's pretty clear that they were focusing on the multiplayer aspect for this game. Multiplayer certainly is fun, and that is where you will get the majority of your time for this game. There is almost an endless amount of enjoyment to be had with all of the tracks and car combinations to try. It's just a shame that there is no system link and this game never had Xbox Live capability. Overall, Project Gotham Racing is not a bad game, but I don't find it great either. I really wish it had incorporated more AI racing. This is a well-made game with plenty of cars, a huge amount of tracks, and excellent controls. But if you are looking for a more single-player experience, then you might just want to pass. The game is selling for around $4 right now, so if you enjoy what I have mentioned in this review, then go ahead and give it a shot. As I said, it's not terrible, it just falls a little short of my expectations.